In Sonoma County, climate change poses an existential threat to our water resources as well as our water infrastructure. We have been faced with catastrophic wildfires as well as critical drought conditions over the last 4 years. On top of that, we have also faced down some of the largest floods in recorded history. All of this has conspired to really pose a threat to those drinking water supplies. Now, more than ever before, as we are facing down the real-time threats of climate change, we need science to help drive data-driven solutions here in Sonoma County. And that's why the work of Applied Solutions is so important.
8 years ago, we started something new. We replaced for-profit power production by forming a new local government with our 13 cities and 2 counties. Our first action was to shift 90% of power production to geothermal, solar, wind, and hydropower. It was a good start, but the last 10% is tough. The good news is we've done this first part without increasing costs. In fact, our region has actually saved money over the last 8 years. But squeezing the last 10% of fossil fuels out of the energy supply is requiring us to get creative. We're working to build year-round renewable sources like geothermal power and using new technologies to keep the water use extremely low. Last year, Sonoma Clean Power formed a partnership to build 500 megawatts of new geothermal power. We're partnering with Ever, Chevron New Energies, and CERC to figure out how to build resources that will finally allow us to turn off the last fossil fuel power plants. For us, running on 100% renewable energy means running on clean energy for every single minute of the year. This is big. 24-hour renewables for every human need. I look forward to connecting with you and finishing our transition together.
Working with universities and local governments has been really helpful to Jackson Family Minds. Applied Solutions, having that coalition, I think is just a more organized way to kind of make a concerted effort to tackle things like climate change and other sustainability issues. It's really imperative to kind of be flexible and nimble, and having these partnerships and being able to work with others on collaborative solutions is really critical to solve the problems that we're all facing.
At Sonoma Clean Power, all walk of life is treated equally. We make sure to reach out and focus on helping our most vulnerable communities. We teach and explain to them how to use renewable energy. We created programs that gives them great discount on electricity and efficient appliances as well.
Because climate change is resulting in more intense atmospheric rivers, and these are alternating with intense droughts. So better forecast accuracy and increased lead time for these forecasts really enhances resilience to drought and flood in the face of climate change. So FERO gives water managers the ability to adapt. So it's not just the climate is changing, but we now are having greater ability to adapt to those changes. Organizations like Applied Solutions are absolutely essential for helping local governments implement climate adaptation policies and to form partnerships with universities and other government partners.
Applied Solutions is a great example of allowing folks to go in and really kind of get that organic feel to understand how to work with all these different agencies and folks. We've had a great experience with Sonoma County, for example, and working with Sonoma Water in building out a network after the large 2017 firestorms. And you know, we built them just in time, unfortunately or fortunately, for the Kincaid fire in 2019, and then really the lightning siege in the LNU complex in 2020. And so that really highlights how, you know, at the university level and at the local county level, we managed to kind of get that thing built just in time.
In 2017, we experienced a wildfire that took 3,000 homes and dozens of lives. Over the last 5 years, we have been intent on rebuilding, not just better, but more climate friendly and more resilient. We've invested in our people to make sure that they have the tools that they needed to rebuild and harden their homes, to be a part of a barrier to outside natural disasters. We've worked on our evacuation routes, our early notification systems, and we have a much broader understanding of what we can do to keep our community safe during a disaster. But we also continue to do our part in addressing climate change. We have committed to being carbon neutral by the year 2030. We have passed one of the United States' first all-electric reach code ordinances to make sure that the new housing we build is carbon neutral. We have started to electrify our bus fleet. We have about half of our Santa Rosa City bus fleet is now able to be electrified and run on completely renewable energy sources. And we turned the page and flipped the switch on Sonoma Clean Power's Evergreen program, which is allowing us to deliver 24/7 local and renewable energy to finance all of Santa Rosa City buildings.
I really think that for local governments, a solution or approach, I should say, that Applied Solutions takes to link up the local agencies with both academic and federal state partners to come up with a plan for climate resilience is really crucial here. And I think AQPI is a nice example of how we've made that happen. AQPI was really designed with sort of a comprehensive view in mind to look at not only the precipitation, the rain falling out of the sky, but what happens when it hits the streams, and more than that, what happens when those streams then interact with water that's in the bay.
This AQPI system is monitoring what is the impact of climate change, but since the AQPI system is set up at a local level, it is to see how the local governments can use this AQPI information so that they can monitor the climate change impact at a better time scale that is related to the local government. And then how do we take that into use and then act on it?